morning, everybody. It is day 5. Hard to believe. It is day 5, Thursday, and we are in Icy Strait Point, aka Hoonah, Alaska, and we're going to be doing an excursion here. There's not a whole lot. There's a very tiny village here. There's not a whole lot of stuff going on in town, but there are a bunch of excursions kind of built into this stop. We have booked our excursion through Glacier Wind Charters, a third-party whale watching tour. They have an incredible reputation, very small groups. So we're going to do that today. Should be a lot of fun. Gateway this way.
Have a nice day, guys.
Thanks, you too. All right, we have arrived in Icy Strait. Look back at our ship here. It is breezy and cold this morning. I don't think it's any colder than it has been on any other day, but it is, I think, in the mid to upper 40s today. Well, it looks like we are on the Woodside dock, which requires a gondola to the excursion hub. There are 2 gondolas here. One costs money and goes up the mountain and has some activities at the top. The other one, the transporter, is free, and it basically goes to the other side of the island where the Oceanside dock is and where the excursion hub is. That's what we're doing. Hello. 2 of us. All right, so this is just a short gondola ride across the island to the other excursion hub on the Oceanside dock. You get some views of the ship from here. So it's just a minimal elevation gain to go across and then back down. Good idea to put this in. I don't remember exactly how much it is for the other gondola. I believe there is a charge to go up that, but it's included if you book one of the excursions that's up at the top. Like, I'm pretty sure there is a really long and tall zip line down to the ground level. We're not doing that today, but that would include the gondola ride. Now, passing over, looks like there's an adventure course that you can do down here. That's kind of cool. Climb up and through some rope ladders, rope crossings. Done something like this with one of the zip lines I've done before in Pennsylvania. And now we are arriving. All right, just got off the transporter. We got excursion hub straight ahead. I think we're coming up on our boat.
Bubble feeding? Yeah, bubble net feeding. Yeah, we see it relatively frequently. It depends on the conditions of kind of where the whale is, if it's a good area for it, and then also, usually generally closer to shore. But then
There be whales here!
Had a couple of whales pop up, and looking for the next one. Here's got a couple of bald eagles in the trees together. They were separate before, but now they're together in the same tree. There's several of them there.
The best way to get a total count is count the tails when they dive. Because once they show the tail, they won't give another breath for a little bit.
There we go. That was amazing. Oh, awesome.
Must be the leader of the pack. Or he's driving the boat.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Think this so far, dear?
It's very cool.
We've seen a bunch, right? Hope for just at least a couple, but seeing the groups has been very, very cool. Holy cow. So cool seeing 2 or 3 of them at once, yeah. There we go. Look at that. Been pretty awesome, especially caught a group of 5. All right, so this Polynesian boat, we passed it on the way in, but it's came from Hawaii, catamaran, sailed here, and they're doing a celebration, a cultural celebration. And so that boat is going to be part of it. That's pretty cool. And a lot of folks in garb, kind of similar to what we saw in the Tlingit cultural celebration in Sitka. Just finished that up. We'll probably summarize that in a second, but checking out some of these cool old boats here next to the port. Old Den's mini donuts. Supposed to be really good donuts here. There's 12 different flavors. Wow, let's take a look what they got here. It's a lot of different flavors. I got, I think, some gift shop in here and a restaurant. Check out that old typewriter. Books on Alaska, puzzles. Oh, here we go. We need some ornaments. Some hats and a tunic. And it looks like you got some jewelry. I think there's another food place further up. Hot chocolate, coffee, and tea here. And this building originally was a salmon cannery here. And so they do have some displays over here that show you a little bit about the history of the building and the salmon cannery. This is the guillotine, cuts off the head of the fish. Don't want to get caught in that. So this is a chopper. Fish are fed by hand onto a conveyor, which run them through the gang knives. Cut equally sized portions. Here's the filler. The patching table where they add pieces of salmon hand cut from fish too small or too large for the machines. And then they get vacuum sealed. And then we end up with a can you see here. So kind of here you can see a photograph of what it looked like when it was a salmon cannery. We're both a little hungry. Why not grab some food in the crab house? Crab, Dungeness crabs, snow crab, peel and eat shrimp, reindeer chili, chicken jambalaya, and then they got an array of adult beverages and beers. Alright, so here's what we got. I actually got the Cannery Red. Is the exclusively Alaskan brewed beer by Denali Brewing Company, and that's this beer right here. Cheers. Ordered, now we just wait for our buzzer to go off for them to bring the food to us. Well, only a few minutes later, our food is here. I got some peel and eat shrimp, some chicken jambalaya, and a single cluster of Dungeness crab. So that all looks good. It's huge. It's huge. Big amount of food. So that should be yummy. Hungry? Yes. All right, so just finished eating at the crab house. That was really good. It was a pretty good beer. Delicious crab and shrimp. And Annette enjoyed a huge portion of the jambalaya. Pretty interesting. It tells tells the story of the Hoonah fire in 1944. Two women were smoking salmon underneath the cannery and didn't have canvas secured correctly, and the fire spread quickly. A lot of people were storing gas underneath their house, and that just completely spread and burned the house down. So they've rebuilt, but that was in the 40s, 1944, I believe. Sort of a boardwalk walk here, or you can walk along the beach side, gravel. There are some, looks like there's a step ladder down. It's sort of a cemetery of sorts here. Look like these are private residences. Folks live right on the waterfront, and then also have cruise passengers trotting in front of their property for a couple months out of the year. Oh look, another whale statue. Ket Plaza. Killer whale. Did not see any killer whales this morning. Yeah, it looks like Carnival Miracle has now joined us in port today. I think they arrived about 2 o'clock, a few hours, almost a half day behind us. And after a long morning, early afternoon in Hoonah, Icy Strait Point, it's time to depart. We're going to catch the free transporter back to our ship. All right. Here is, if you want to take it up, you can take it up for $50 for the one way up the mountain, where you're going to have a view, Glacier Bay outlook, the ice field. There's a taco truck, beer garden, and that's all at the top of the other gondola. trees there, you can see the glider up the mountain. And heading around here, Carnival Miracle and the adjacent dock on the ocean side. All right, so we just finished with Huna. We just got back on the boat. Let's talk about that whale watching tour.
Oh my God.
Did you like it?
Yeah. Even if we hadn't seen any whales, the scenery itself was so freaking amazing.
It was very pretty. And our guy was telling us they usually put about 50 people on the ship excursion on a big boat, but a lot of people on those boats, whereas Glacier Wind Charters, who we used, they have a maximum of 12. So we had plenty of room to get around. Everybody could get a spot at the railing, could see the whales well. It was really great for being able to watch. They kept in touch with the other captains. We found good spots. We found a couple spots. We had a pod of 5 whales surface number of times, and we watched them breach and then go back under and then come back up and watch the tails disappear, and it was awesome. So that was great. So really like the whale watching tour with Glacier Wind Charters. That was awesome. Definitely do that if you can do it with them. And now we're back on the ship, warm up a little bit, got dinner a little bit later tonight. Well, we've set sail from Icy Strait Point, and soon it'll be time for dinner. We're eating at Giovanni's tonight. But first, let's stop at the schooner bar and see what's going on. It's a shame that I showed up too late for classic rock, Name That Tune, because every song they played, I know the name of the song and I know the artist. I see a lot of people are confused. Oh, I don't know the name of that song. I knew every single one of those. If we could have gotten there sooner, could have won me a keychain or something. So Giovanni's is on tap tonight. We got our appetizers, preemie. We got our pasta entrees, as well as the regular entrees. And then we also have a dessert selection. So once again at Giovanni's, we have a nice window seat. We came a little early for our reservation. And we do like to eat early. Today we kind of planned to eat early anyway, but we have the restaurant to ourselves. This is okay. But the bonus of eating early is that we can still hit the buffet while it's open later if we want a little dessert snack. Bread course will be arriving momentarily, but we got some oil and vinegar and some cheese on it. So that's going to be yummy. Good. The seafood linguine was really good. Got a half portion of that. The basuco veal was excellent, very tender. And dessert
was really
I got the cannoli. It was really tasty, and then got the dark chocolate shavings and hazelnut cake, I think.
Warm chocolate hazelnut cake.
Hazelnut cake and dark chocolate shavings on it. And that was really good. It's really good. So quite enjoyed it. We only ended up having anybody else show up in the restaurant about halfway through our entree. So it was kind of nice. We had a private restaurant there for half our meal. Just got done watching finished that lyric. And now we're going to see the, I think, Now and Then Broadway production show. It's basically a highlight of different Broadway tunes.